As you load the truck down, the fenders do not move. You don't need a freaking bed. Put it in the trailer. Big fat 1/2 inch. Could not find the 5-inch angle. It was in that video I'm doing the double stacker. Big fat 1/2 inch thick freaking mean stuff. It's leaned up somewhere here. It's right in front of our face and I can't find it. I don't know where it's at. Also have some 6x8 square tubing from building our wall at the old shop, right up there. I'm planning on using this as angle. You know, I really wanted to have 1/2 inch angle because there'd be no flex in it at all. It would hold this weight easy. I feel that if I have this bolted down, this bend right here is not strong enough to hold the entire weight of the fender and not bounce and bow. That little thought right there of it not being strong enough is costing me a whole bunch of time. But I went and got a bunch of scraps, $45 for 1 freaking foot. Okay, yeah, no, I am not freaking doing that. We had steel all over the freaking place. We'll use what we have, and maybe prices will come down pretty soon and we can start using angle on these things. Headphones on, put some safety glasses on. Sit over there at the saw for a good long minute. Cutting metal just takes so freaking long. It's so old world. We got so much better technology. Caveman crap. It could be very easy to waste that whole blade. That's just asking to tear something up. So that's good. Okay. Got every bit of use out of that blade that we possibly could. All right, brand new blade. Oh, there it goes. Oh my goodness, look at that. Looks like a damn frame for a Super Duty. You probably won't see much of anything right here. It'll just be this. Oh, excursion's running. We're going to get some bolts. Because I don't mind not having a bed. We have plenty of trucks that have beds on them. You're navigating across the damn country. You don't need a freaking bed. Put it in the trailer. Right? If something goes wrong, I want to be able to work on it. But I say that, and we're probably going to cover this any freaking way, so I don't freaking know. Support the mom and pop store, guys. The M16x2 have leaf springs replaced or anything like that. It's not far-fetched that the leaf springs are actually standard thread. We came to another hardware store. They have them. Problem is, the box only comes with 3. $6 freaking a piece. I need freaking 8 of them. Just put holes in it that this will clear, that the whole nut will drop down in there. We're going off the top of the nut. That elevation right there is a definite spot on every single one. It doesn't matter how much threads stick out. You know, it would suck to go ahead and double that if we don't need to. Almost. We'll weasel it around a little bit. Honestly, they're close enough to deburr once we get more of those coupling nuts sticking up to the top. It should be sitting on the spring plate. There, yep, right there. So that's a good mounting point. This is absolutely crazy how much bolts are now. This size $2.99 a pound. Julie's building all our bolts. I don't really like those. I didn't want to use them. They're freaking expensive. These are the ones I really want. I like them in black though, 40 millimeter. $7 freaking each. We need 8 of these sons of bitches to bolt it down. This is not a $5 freaking bolt. It's a $2 freaking bolt. The only way the price is gonna go down is if we stop doing the projects and let these bolts just sit here on the shelf. Then eventually they'll be like, you know, maybe $9 for 1 flange nut might be a little extreme. How much do you think that weighs?
It's not 40 pounds, it's probably 10.
$2.99 a pound.
3.85 pounds.
3 pounds. Wow, okay. That's more like it. That's what I'd like to see. You could spend that on one of these nuts over here on this side. I love that. This is what this will actually tighten down into. Okay, I just had all these together with these washers, but this one is 79 cents each. It doesn't have to be an exact M16.
Oh, it does fit.
Look at that, 9/16. You can buy these washers and they are $2.99 a pound again. Yeah, hopefully this stuff sits for a long, long, long time and they've bring all the prices of everything down so we can buy big bags of freaking bolts for $12 again.
Oh, that's not even gonna weigh a pound.
It'll be less than $2. Yes, when this thing is 79 cents for 1, Get the freaking hell out. RPG launcher? Where in the hell are you at? Now we're talking. When you get the fender all lined up, and you drop that down in there and thread it in. So $1.50 a piece. I don't have to chop it out of pipe. Hopefully, it's long enough. Oh my goodness. Here we go. It's cold. Been plugged in for about 30 minutes. Brought it up to about 60 degrees. It is the winter time. Let's throw it to the shop. Good thing you got a truck if you're coming to the shop. It's a good thing. There's the shop. Right there. We ordered some standoffs, and this one is a lot smaller. Just hope it's strong as the other one. Yeah, you put 4 of them on, tighten that up, that's gonna hold. This is not gonna go nowhere. I'm very happy with that, especially after I clip that washer. Like you're doing it in your driveway because you just ordered a set of fenders. That is a wonderful attachment point that everybody has. You don't need to go to the frame or any freaking where. We need them right here. I love that. All right, we're gonna crank all these things down. Imagine all those are attached. Of course, it's not attached. I just set them there. The top of the spring plate, that's where it's gonna rest at, and we'll space it out enough so that the bolt actually has to pull it down. So it pulls against that, pulls against the bushing, and then pulls against the iron, and then pushes the fender down to the spring plate. And then this is the attachment point that's going to go right there. I freaking love it. Something like that. Look how much space there is for the bolt to suck down. Lots of engagement of the thread. That is going absolutely nowhere. Yes. This is the second plate. I've already made the first one, tested it out over there. Use a hole saw to go along the edge so that the bolt could spin. We've got plenty of strength on this. We don't really need anything right there. All I need is to hold it down. Chuck a hole saw and a drill press, and it works really good. You don't need a pilot. The plan was to cut it this way and cut this whole thing off. I'm all right with that. We now have this huge square of steel left over. Dollar bill right next to it, and take a picture, and you should be able to scale it off of that. Let this paint dry. Most of this should be bolt together, ready to be done consuming cutoff wheels. That's for freaking sure. I did go ahead and cut the holes for the angle iron to protrude through. So everything is bolt on. I'm wanting it to be bolted. If it's welded, it'll be because of an emergency. I have nothing against welding it at all. Planning on taking these down to the water jet guy and having a file made for all of the parts. That way it can just be stamped out. All the holes, all the brackets, all the angle, how long the pieces need to be. It'd be very easy. It would be like an afternoon gig if you did not have to drill any holes. It'd be almost fun.
Okay, paint's done. That's mounted. Mounting the bracket. We'll see how they fit here in just a minute.
It was Arctic tundra here. Poor thing. They are mounted. That one's sagging. I don't like it. It's a funny looking power stroke right there. Let me line this up. I got all the holes in it. This is not strong enough. It bows. So I need to stiff back it, and I don't have any provision right now. I got ideas of what I want to do. There you go. That one is leaning down. I think I can pretty much account that to this angle that I'm using, but I'm going to kind of fudge this one. I left the end so that it will bolt on, and then run another one on down however close we want to go the rest of the way down, and have like a full-on fender and use the angle as a mount, and then I'll have an entire wheel well however low I want to go. Remember, as you load the truck down, the fenders do not move. They only move when the tire goes flat, or if you run over something. You can run over something and rip it all to hell, which, pay attention. I need to address this. I need to get this up. That side over there, it's golden. I'll drive down the road with that one. I think we're about ready to get the cab back on the ground. We need to move on.